conscious. We don't know what trouble.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the South Coast Focused Filmmaker Spotlight here on Saddleback College, Channel 39. My name is Jake Marada, and I'm here to talk about what's going on in the OC. Today we have a very talented individual with us. He's a writer, musician, and founder of Our Kind of Awesome Productions. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Aaron Ybarra. Aaron, thank you for being here.
It's great to be here.
So Aaron, you're the founder of Our Kind of Awesome Productions. What is that and how did it get started?
Well, I'm a writer by trade. I graduated with a BFA in creative writing from Chapman University.
Okay.
But it's one thing to write a story, and it's another thing to flesh it out. So I really needed talents that I just don't have. So I called up some buddies, and they volunteered me some skills that I'm very grateful for. And so Our Kind of Awesome began.
So they committed to your projects that you've been doing. That's great. Your first project started back in October of 2011. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. My buddy wanted to do a duet. So she called me up and she's like, I want to do a duet. So I'm like, cool. So we headed into the studio. We grabbed a guitar, recorded that, recorded my vocals. Then we brought her in to record her vocals. And she kept saying, I sound like a Muppet. I sound like a Muppet. So I'm like, you know what? We'll make you a Muppet. So I go to my wife, and she's a very kind individual. And I'm like, could we please turn her into a puppet? And she's like, sure. So we got the puppet, we got the audio, then we brought in a very talented cinematographer, my buddy Zach, and he filmed it, we put it on YouTube, and so Our Kind of Awesome got its first short film.
All right, cool. So I understand that you have one of the puppets with you today. Can you share it to the audience?
Oh, I would love to. This is my friend Humphrey. Now, he was voiced by Dakota Denton, and he was in a lot of our earlier productions, the kid-friendly ones.
Okay, so you started out with kid-friendly films,
Exactly.
but then you moved on to more serious material. Can you tell a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. As I was saying, Dakota Denton was the voice of this hippo, but he's a classically trained actor, and I just felt bad, putting him into this voice of this hippopotamus. So after a while, there came this film festival called 168. It's a great film festival out of Burbank, and that gave me the chance to put him in a serious role, and since then, I've been kind of hooked.
Okay, so you have this serious material for Our Kind of Awesome. Where would you like to go with it?
I would really like to start shopping it around, really get our name out there. And while that's happening, I need to grow. I'm just kind of a baby with this whole writer, director, producer type of thing. So while I'm growing, I'm seeing a lot of my friends in this group growing too. So I'm really excited to see where Our Kind of Awesome goes next.
So you started off small and you're hoping to build up,
You
right?
better believe it.
That's awesome. Okay, so right now we're going to take a quick commercial break. So when we come back, we're going to discuss more about your musical side to it. Is that you have a musical side, I guess? Is that?
Yes, I definitely do.
Okay, well, we're going to find more about that. Stay tuned, Saddleback. Thanks.
The first thing that really sets Saddleback's film production classes apart from all the others is the fact that it's enormously emphasized on building job skills.
We provide our students with top-of-the-line HD equipment for the field, including cameras, audio, lighting packages, grip equipment, and all the other necessary tools so they can work on their projects and provide a professional product and use professional equipment.
Welcome back to the South Coast Focus here on Saddleback College, Channel 39. I'm Jake Marada, and here with me is Aaron Ybarra, writer, musician, and founder of Our Kind of Awesome Productions. Now, earlier in the program, you mentioned that you do songwriting for your films that you do. Do you do anything else with that music?
I do. My dad was a percussionist, a Latin percussionist, not a drummer.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of steeped in that whole musical world. So I kind of found an obligation. I got connected with a couple bands, the Tupper Ford Band, and my own little screw-around band, the Music on the Rocks.
Okay, so you have that small group. Did you perform on any small venues, coffee shops?
Yeah, totally. We started off with coffee shops, and then we went to an Irish pub. We had a long-standing gig at an Irish pub. We were the warm-up band to the karaoke machine.
All right, nice. Now, did anything come from that? Did the bar pay you, or was it just kind of a charity kind of thing?
Free drinks?
So why not do it?
Exactly.
Right? All right, so who would you say now most influenced you as a songwriter?
Well, I definitely gotta say, when my mom was, when I was little, my mom used to play Simon and Garfunkel's Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. all the time. So I love the 60s, 70s stuff.
Sure.
Paul Simon, James Taylor, Cat Stevens, Harry Chapin are really good friends of mine. They really taught me how to write good songs and also to tell good stories in the same breath.
So without the story, it's no song, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what was your favorite song that you wrote for Our Kind of Awesome Productions?
That's a good question. I would definitely have to say Famous. Famous has this great theme, is go out, chase your dreams, and then that's a lot of what we're about here at Our Kind of Awesome. Plus it had a tap number, and I'm a huge Broadway fan, so it was super fun.
Okay, so any other shout-outs that you'd like to do?
Yeah.
No? You're
that's
good?
good. Everyone
Okay.
is really excited to be here with you wonderful people.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Aaron, for joining our program today. And you can see Aaron Ybarra's work if you visit ourkindofawesome.com. Again, that's ourkindofawesome.com. Or visit his YouTube site. Thanks, Saddleback. Bye.
I've got you.
You got me.
Life's much better with color.